When I got into the office this morning, I started looking through my email, as I always do when I first get into the office, just to see if there's anything I need to take care of before my day gets started. And I came upon an email that said, "Hey, I just got that house you sent me last night. This is the perfect house I've been looking for. What do I need to do to get into this home?" Well, this came from a person that's been looking at some listings now and then for probably about 6 months and has never really engaged much with me as far as getting too many details from him, and wasn't ready to get pre-approved or anything like that. And of course now he's all excited about a house and he's ready to get it and wants to go look at it and make an offer and all this stuff. And I don't know much about him at all. Maybe just a little bit, but not much about his situation to see what home loan options he might be eligible for. So anyway, the first thing I did was email him and said, "Well, I'd be glad to show it to you, but nowadays people require a pre-approval letter. So before we get too far along, I need to get the information from you today so I can see what kind of home loan options you might be eligible for. So I'm going to have to get your information, your income, job history, get your debts that you have right now as far as home or loans and credit cards, that kind of stuff, car payments, anything like that. If you don't know your credit scores, we'll need to pull your credit. They probably need to pull your credit anyway. But need to get all that kind of information, what kind of money you might have in your checking or savings account, any 401k, all of those kind of things we need to do before we can tell somebody, which programs they might possibly be eligible for. So anyway, I did call him and talk to him and got all that information. Got with my lender, kind of decided what might be the best program for him right now anyway, based on the information that we have. And we're going to be out going to take a look at this house a little bit later this afternoon. But anyway, the first thing you need to do, once you've found a home you got, if you have not been pre-approved, you got to get that stuff together. If you know your income, that's fine. But if not, we're going to need a pay stub, maybe even the last 2 years W-2s. Then we'll probably need to pull a credit report. If you're married, we probably would need to get the same kind of information on your wife. If you're the woman, then obviously on the husband, number of kids, all those kind of things. And just kind of explain to people, what kind of monthly payment fits your budget. Because a lot of times people don't even know what their budget might be based on their monthly payment that they want. So we need to get that information from them, make sure that we're looking in the right price range for the purchase that they're kind of getting excited about. But all of those kind of things enter into play. It usually after 30, 45 minutes, I can pretty much see what they might be eligible for. Then it just takes verification of what their credit scores are before we can go too much farther. But anyway, if you're thinking about buying a home, and you're not really quite sure when, but you're really excited and think you want to get one sometime soon. And by sometime soon, I mean maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, could even be 6, 9 months down the road. But one of the things you need to do before you get too far down the road is get pre-approved. You never know what you're going to have pop up in your email, what house you're going to be finding, something you might get real excited about. And if you've not done anything about getting pre-approved yet, you may not be able to get that house because you may be facing some kind of glitch in your credit. It may be that the money that you were planning on using for your purchase is in what you call your bank. And oftentimes I find out that's mattress money. That's what I call mattress money. It's not in the bank. It's in some kind of safe at home, or it's in some kind of hiding place. So it's not even in the bank at this point in time. And you can't use cash to buy a house. You've got to be able to source those funds so the lender knows that it is not money that came from a loan that's undisclosed. But anyway, there's all sorts of things that we need to do, but that's the biggest thing. Figure out what you're approved for, see how much money you're going to need for the program that you're eligible for, make sure that the monthly payments on the home are going to be within range for you as far as your budget is concerned. And everything that needs to kind of get looked at in order to make sure that this isn't too much house for you. Make sure that you're eligible for the program and that you got the cash and the income and the credit to make sure that you're qualified. Anyway, we're always here to help you. Anytime you've got a question about the buying process or what needs to be done, just shoot me an email, give me a call, shoot me a text. I'm always here. I want to help you become a homeowner. My mission is to help anybody that wants to own a home and wants to work at it. I'm here to help you. As long as you're willing to work at it, I'll help you. So anyway, thanks for the question. I just wanted to get that out there. If you have any questions at all, give me a holler. I'm at 405-210-5319, and my contact information's here down below. Thanks again. Have a great day out there. And I'm Kyle Noe with First United Realty. Bye-bye.